Good morning, out on another ride. I'm just stopped beside Wynnum Road, which gets very noisy, so hopefully you can hear me okay. This morning's ride going to take me to a bridge that we haven't been able to cross here in Brisbane for a wee while. I'll tell you a little bit more about that shortly. I've got the chest mount on again today to get a bit of POV, so let's go. Right, it's a good morning to be out for a ride so far, enjoying it. A bit of traffic about today, which is a little bit heavier than usual for this time on a Sunday morning, but that's okay. I'm just going up a bit of a climb here. Getting to the bridge I talked about earlier, which is Story Bridge. I'm going to be going on the bridge, on the path on the city side over there, the Story Bridge. So the story with the Story Bridge, when Cyclone Alfred happened earlier in the year, they closed the footpath, cycle paths on both sides of the bridge. I think they needed some maintenance anyway, but the cyclone just didn't help, so they said they were unsafe. Anyway, this caused quite an uproar because they're quite popular with cyclists and walkers and runners. It's been a bit of a journey, but they eventually, they decided, well, they will repair them. So they've been working on the city side of the bridge for the last few months, and they finally reopened that during the week. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go across the bridge again. So it was so good to be able to cycle over that bridge again, the Story Bridge. As you would have seen, it was a little bit crowded with only one side of the bridge being open to cyclists, runners, etc. Never mind, it was good to be able to go across it again after a few months of not being able to. So to take a bit of a detour if you wanted to come this way. Yeah, right, so the plan is I'm going to continue around the river that way, through New Farm, probably to Newstead, and we might come back a slightly different way. Of course there will be a coffee involved in this ride, but a bit later. Right, let's go. Right, well I've made it to Newstead Park. Been a good ride out here. Coming along the river, I'm on the boardwalk there. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here for a few minutes and then slightly different route back into the city, which is where I'll get my coffee. Very pleasant sitting here. Right, let's carry on. Mostly going to be taking the roads back towards the city and avoiding the boardwalk that I came out here on, just to stay out of the way of the runners and the pedestrians, etc. It's so much better cycling over the Victoria Bridge now that they've opened the new cycle lanes, which now separate the cyclists from the pedestrians, and the cycle lanes are nice and wide and that, so yeah, so much better. Right, almost at the coffee stop. Got my coffee, so always a good end to a ride. Yeah, been a good one today. Tomorrow I hope to do a bit of a bigger ride. Sort of be my last real ride of any great distance as prep for the Brisbane to Gold Coast ride, which I'm doing next Sunday. Alright, thanks very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, that helps, and give this video a like, that also helps. And we'll catch you next time. Bye.